Hi there. This video is going to be about helping you understand the guitar fretboard in such a way as it will allow you to figure out any note, any chord, any interval, including chords with tensions, by just knowing a few simple things about the way the fretboard is constructed. And by the end of this video, you'll be empowered to figure out songs on your own, from your own knowledge of the fretboard, without having to always go to a book and look at a chord book to figure out chords. You can figure them out from your own awareness of how the fretboard is constructed. So let's begin with a really basic thing, which you probably all know, a power chord, so-called. Now in this video I'll refer to concepts like intervals, chord construction, tensions, and if those concepts are new to you, you should look at other videos on the site to learn about those basics of theory before watching these videos. So if you're lost with some of the terminology I'm using, check out some of those more basic videos. Okay, a power chord, which pretty much every guitar player knows, is a sound that's made up of two basic intervals, an octave and a perfect fifth. And it's important to look at what they look like, the shape of them on the fretboard, because it can help unlock all these other intervals and other chord shapes that we're going to develop much more sophisticated sounds from them. So the very first thing is to be aware of that shape, the octave. It's up 2 frets and skip a string. So you skip a string and you go up 2 frets from where your bass note is. And in between the 2 octave notes is a perfect fifth. Okay, because of the way the guitar is tuned, we can transpose that shape to the next string set. And we still have the same structure, a root, a fifth, and an octave. But as you'll immediately be able to hear, if I move that same shape to the next string set, I no longer have that same sound. And that's because you probably are mostly aware of this, but in case you're not, there's a pattern for tuning the guitar which is broken at one point. The pattern is that this is a perfect fourth, perfect fourth, perfect fourth, and a major third, and then another perfect fourth. And that pesky little major third creates a lot of challenges for us. But once we get used to it and we learn a formula for dealing with it, it's really not that hard. So here's the formula. When you move to that second string, you just need to adjust by going up 1 fret. So whatever sound you wanted to move to that string set, the same shape can be used, but then you just have to adjust whatever note is on that second string, and now you have the sound, the same intervals that you had on the lower string set. So root fifth octave, root fifth octave, and now root fifth, not an octave, but if we adjust that string by a fret, it becomes an octave. So do that with me on the video. Shape on this string set. So now you can find your octaves and fifths there. Now when we move one more string set, we still have to deal with that second string, but again our formula still works. Whatever was on, whatever moves to that second string, you just simply shift it up a fret. So I'm moving my shape, it's not going to sound right. So I just take whatever's on that second string and I move it up a fret, and then I get my sound again, my fifth and my octave. Okay. So that's the end of segment 1 about how to deal with the tuning anomaly on the guitar and how to use the power chord as a sort of a GPS device to help you navigate the guitar fretboard. In future videos we're going to get into triads and 7th chords and so on, until finally you can find any chord you need to anywhere on the fretboard.